All that remains is a silent call. It's the earth, call it red, as I land like a flower on the meadow. Oh, love is wild.
Wagwan people thems. So as you know on this channel, like, it's fully eclectic, but I do love when I can dive into a little bit of Aurora. And I think, and I tell people this in case it's the first video or first reaction they've seen of mine. Really love the fact that Aurora has become someone that has become a little bit of a staple on my channel over the last like year or whatever. Because actually, I don't think had I not had this channel, she would have come across my radar like at all. And actually, every single time that I watch her, every single time I'm like, you're just so sick. You're so like endearing and random and like just so authentically yourself. Like it's mad inspiring. Do you know what I mean? Mad inspiring. And then to couple that with someone that's got like this really unique sound and like presence like on the stage, and with her like her singers and her backing singers and her musicians and stuff, it's just a whole experience. Like I just really enjoy her. So one of the comments from the last one, which I think was The Seed, which again was awesome in terms of, I think in fact that song actually inspired me to actually want to put like a spider like outside. I'm just very scared of things like that. So like just listening to that song like had an impact like in straight away, and just like, they want to live too. So this one, on the back of that, this is a comment that someone left, and their recommendation request was for It Happened Quiet, which apparently, from what you said, is about like, apparently it's just a really awesome song. So yeah, let's waste no time, let's get into it. This is Aurora, It Happened Quiet. Ooh. I mean, that sounds delicious already.
Eyes blue and hollow as it rains against their will. Feathers falling out of a pillow, as if time is standing still. And I can't remember much more, but I know it happened quiet, so quiet. Words falling out through the window. All that remains is a silent call. Is the earth, call it red, as I land like a flower on the meadow. Oh, love is wild. You fell apart like a stone can be broken into sand.
Wow.
Oh, thousand pieces spread across a crying land.
This is stunning.
And you can't remember that day, but you know it happened quiet, so quiet. Words falling out through the window. All that remains is a silent call. Is the earth, call it red, red, like the ground outside your window. Oh, love is wine. Love is wine. Love is wine.
I feel like, and I know again, I do say this on every single song. I know I do. I could have said it last time, but that might be my favorite one. Like, usually when I'm watching an Aurora song, yeah, because there's like a beat to it that I can kind of vibe to. Like, this was so like tragically beautiful. Like, I can't explain this how gripped I was by that. Like, the whole from the beginning, bearing in mind as well that, like, if you remember what I said at the beginning of this song, I was like, oh, this is delicious. It's like a lullaby. Like, it was so like light and floaty and had the same kind of like harmonious chords that you would hear in some kind of lullaby. So to hear that, that's the kind of like, that's the material of the song. Do you know what I mean? Like the actual, how it's the melody, yes, that's what I'm looking for. The melody of the song is quite a harmonious one, as opposed to like I guess like minorish chords. I mean, I'm no technical musician, so I could be getting things completely wrong here, but just how it sounded to me is that it sounded quite like a happy tune, and then what she's singing about in terms of, like, you know, how that person was, I guess, so in love that it can be so wild. Because when she's talking about being like part of the meadow, I couldn't tell. Obviously, you've told me that it's about DV, and because I know that, I don't know whether I would have made that connection straight away, because there's no lyrics that come up on here. So I'm very much like taking it all in and listening to what she's singing about and listening to the actual words, but also listening to how she's singing. And like, and again, I mean, Aurora naturally sounds like haunting anyway. She's got that ethereal haunting sound anyway, but there was something that was extra like impactful about this performance and how she was singing. And then when that harmony came in on top of that, like, props to whoever that lady is, because like her precision on her harmony was so awesome. And also as well, I think if you look back into my earlier Aurora reactions, I'm definitely like coming from a very R&B-ish, soulish, like, you know, background and stuff like that. Those are the kind of singers that I'm so used to hearing, and therefore, like, the kind of validity I get from those kind of singers when I hear those, you know, soulful riffs and runs and big belts and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's what I'm used to that. But what I'm so grateful for listening to Aurora is being able to kind of hear the beauty in the simplicity, because as much as it is like simple in comparison to all of that stuff, like, there is still so much depth to what she's doing. Like, there are so many layers to like where her vocal goes, and how, like, and I guess the connection, the emotive connection to what she's singing. Because like I said, even though I couldn't make out every single word, and I probably could if I listened to it again, but obviously it's a first time reaction, do you know what I mean? Like, so you're trying to take in like everything. Like, I'm looking at her and her amazing, like, sorceress of the West Village, like with the fairy folk. Like, I'm looking at all of that and the sentiment of the song, listening to the melody. Like, I'm taking it all in. Like, even to the point where when the song finished and you can hear like the strings of the guitar and like them putting it down, like, all of that like just helped with it, like just the authenticity of like what that performance was. And again, how she enunciated, like, it happened so quiet. Like, you know, it was so pronounced, and again, it was so quiet as she did that, which kind of helped transport you to like a position that someone might have been in when those things, when you weren't expecting them to happen, happened in the complete quiet. There was nothing else happening but that calamity. As I said, it just very much touched me, like, and actually made me feel quite emotional. Because if it does then end up in that person becoming part of a meadow and like being part of, you know, your flower falling on the meadow and stuff, it's just like, wow, people go through so much of this. Do you know what I mean? And it's a very intelligent and very empathetic way in which to kind of tell that kind of tale. Like, I just really enjoyed that. Really, really, as weird as that sounds because of the material, but you know, for someone that can kind of tell a story in that way and engage someone in that kind of way, that hasn't always been a fan. I mean, I didn't know who she was like 6, 7, 8 months ago. Yeah, really beautiful, really, really, and again, I can't stress it enough. The backing singer as well, her harmonies were just stunning. They just matched and merged so well together. I love Aurora's voice. She just brings so much to the table, and again, she's just so, like, even from down to her hairstyle, that's just, I've never seen anyone with a hairstyle like that, like, at all. She's just so unique I'm about to say as a character, but as an individual person, she's just, yeah, I'm a big fan, as you might be able to tell. So yes, thank you so much for making that recommendation. That was genuinely awesome. I mean, 5.3 million views. Obviously not on my own here, but yeah, I'd love to know what other people thought of that, and like, is there anything else within it that I probably missed loads of things because it's a first time watch, but like, is there anything else in that I should have picked up on that I didn't? And I guess my next thing would be, well, what should my next Aurora performance be? I'm definitely enjoying, well, actually, either or, the recorded or the live performances, like they're all amazing. So I don't really mind. But yeah, I'd love to know what you think I should react to next. But yes, if you did enjoy this, and do please drop me a like and subscribe. That would be very, very amazing of you. And I also I've just started a YouTube membership as well. So if you do want to become a member of my channel, you get yourself little badges and you get little call outs and stuff in terms of your comments and replies. So you get like added to like a priority list. And I also have my Patreon as well. So if you want to come and join the Patreon family, where you get access to stuff before it comes to YouTube, some stuff that actually never comes to YouTube, and you get more access to me. Yeah. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.